Hello, everybody. Okay, well, my name is Nancy, but people call me Pinky. I'm just here to tell you a journey I'm about to begin. Okay, let me first start off by saying, I was raised in foster care. Okay, I didn't know none of my family, my mother, my father, nothing. Okay, so when I was, I think I was with my mother for like a year or something when I was born. You know, I'm from the Bronx, New York. Her name is Monica Carroll. So if anybody know a Monica Carroll, please let me know because that's my mother's name. Okay, that was her maiden name. Carroll's her maiden name. Um, so like I said, I was raised in foster care. About let me see, I'm gonna say about 6 years ago, I took a DNA test on Ancestry.com. And then a year later, I did a test on 23andMe. So I'm going to start with Ancestry.com. Ancestry.com hooked me up with a first cousin on my mother's side. Okay, so, I reached out to him. No, matter of fact, he reached out to me. He reached out to me. So, come to find out, it was my mother's sister. His mother is my mother's sister, but she don't know where my mother is because all of her siblings, my grandmother had 11 kids. So all of her siblings were put in foster care also. And the same agency I'm from. And go figure. So, um, all of them was put in foster care also. So she don't know where my mother was. My mother is either. She said the last time she saw Monica, well, she didn't actually see her. She attempted to see her when she was pregnant with her twins. My mother was in Creedmoor Hospital. Yes, my mother had a mental illness, schizophrenia. Okay, so she was in Creedmoor Hospital at the time that my aunt was pregnant with her twins. She said she went in labor when she was getting ready to go see her, go upstairs to see her. She went in labor, so she had to leave. So she never got to see my mother. Then, after a few weeks later, she said she tried to call my mother at Creedmoor, but my mother refused to see her. So she left and she never really went back to check on her. So that was that. So, so I got that on. Um, and her kids, she has four kids. So I know a whole bunch of cousins, I got that. And then I'm gonna say probably about 2 months later, another person popped up. It said it was my first cousin. So I said, okay, first cousin, okay, cool. So I think I wrote her. Yeah, I think I wrote her. I left my number and stuff. So I went to bed. I woke up. I got a message. This lady crying on the phone. I was like, because I put my mother's name and everything in the message, and to ask her, does she know um anybody by that name or anybody else in the family. She was crying on the phone. Oh my God, I'm so happy. Can you call me? I was like, okay. I was like, okay, why she's crying? I know she obviously about finding family, but I guess I can understand. So I called her. So we was talking, and I was mentioning my mother's name and stuff. She started crying. She said, honey, I am not your cousin. I'm your aunt. I was like, oh my God, really? I said, oh my God, please tell me you know where my mother is. She's like, no, I don't know. I'm looking for my siblings. So I'm like, so, so I found the two aunts. I just have to find the other aunts and uncles and aunts. But then I had another uncle. He was the firstborn of my grandmother. He didn't really know about his family, but to come to find out, he didn't live too far from me all that time. He didn't live too far from me in Queens. But then he died like a year, I think like 2 years after I found out. And before I found out, sorry. Before I found out. So, I was like, okay, I felt bad, because, I didn't know my family. He didn't know his family. And if I would have connected with him, we would have, he would have kept me, kept me as like a daughter, But, God rest his soul, my uncle. All right, so I did 23andMe. I wasn't getting no hits off of 23andMe too much until 3 weeks ago. So 3 weeks ago, I was taking a nap. It was a Saturday. I was taking a nap. I woke up and I said, I checked my phone and it said, I got a message from 23andMe saying, oh, some guy named Vincent is trying to connect with you or something. Excuse me. So I said, let me see what this is about. So I saw he sent me a message. He was like, hi, Nancy. My name is Vincent. I see that you're my aunt. I was like, whoa, aunt. I said, oh my God. So I said, let me look at his profile. Excuse me. So I looked at his profile. On my end, it said half brother. I was like, oh my God, half brother. So I wrote him back. I said, honey, on this side, on my side, it says half brother. It has no option for no aunt or no nephew or nothing. It just says half brother for me. But his said aunt, and it had the option of half sister. Okay, so long story short, we get his father on the phone later on in the day. We get his father and his mother on the phone, to try to get some information and see what's going on here. So come to find out, his father was in New York City around the time I was conceived and around the time I was born. Okay, because let me explain the DNA to you guys. The DNA between full siblings is 50%, basically. Okay, half siblings have 25%. Okay, around 25%. Me and Vincent is 27.07%. And with the Centimorgans, full siblings is 3,500. Half siblings is 17, around 1750 cms, around that, and then me and Vincent is 2014 cm. So I'm like, okay, so it's possible that his father could be my father. Those numbers is kind of high, but you never know. So it's only two options that this man could be. He could either be my father or my brother. Okay, because if I'm Vincent's aunt, that would make his father my brother, right? So we talked on the phone. He very excited. This is he never had a daughter. He never had a daughter. I would be his first daughter. His first child and a daughter. He had all sons. He got two sons. Okay, so now he took the test. He did do that because he's excited. He wants to know too. I want to know too because those numbers is too high. Tell me what y'all think in the comments. Tell me what y'all think. And please like and share my video. Thank you. Or subscribe to my channel. That's what I want you to do. But anyway, so he took the test not this Thursday, the Thursday before last. So the results is going to be coming in around August 21st. So I'm going to come back on and I'm going to let y'all know the results. So wish me luck. Thank you for listening. Okay, and if y'all know anybody named Monica Carroll or anybody related to her, let them know that Nancy Dixon is looking for them. Okay, all right, y'all have a good day, and I will talk to y'all later. I'll talk to y'all soon. I'm gonna come back with the results when the results come in. Okay, all right, take care.